Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. We say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson on September 21st, 2022, on this Wednesday afternoon at 4:23 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post, posted by Anna Aramim, if I pronounce her last name right, published September 21st, 2022. And updated on September 21st, 2022. And this is from Business Innovation. First time hearing about this article. But the highlight of the news article, and it reads in the news for today on September 21st, 2022. And it reads, Israel tests missile for defending maritime assets after a Hezbollah threat. Another rumor of war. It says Israeli. It's a photo right here of Israel Navy carry out missile tests aiming to protect strategic maritime assets. The AI Gabriel surface-to-surface missile can hit mobile and stationary targets on land or at sea. As Hezbollah continues to threaten Israel gas rig, the Israeli Navy and Defense Minister Directorate of Research and Development, the MAFAT, successfully tested a Gabriel 5th service-to-service missile. The 5th generation service-to-service missile is also, as the Blue Spear, is designed to strike targets in contest congested and complex scenarios, even when dealing with sophisticated countermeasures. According to the IDF spokesperson unit, the complex test of the missile was carried out in August as part of a series of tests for the Navy's new The 5th generation service-to-service missile, as known as the Blue Spear, is designed to strike targets in contest of congesting and complex scenarios, even when dealing with sophisticated countermeasures. According to the IDF spokesperson unit, the complex test of the part was carried out in August as part of a series of tests for the Navy's new Salt 6 missile ships. The INS of participation in the test was also to evaluate the ship abilities to deal with various threats with the new missile system like the Gabriel 5. The advanced mission ensures the advantage of the Navy and the pervasions of the IDF naval superiority, and will be used by the Navy in its missions, including protection over strategic assets of the state of Israel's statement said. The system has combined anti-ship and land attack capabilities with a range of 290 kilometers as a high subsonic speed. It has beyond line of sight strike capabilities and can strike both mobile and stationary targets. And this is the photo of the Israeli Navy carry out missile test aims to protect strategic maritime assets. That's the photo of how it looks. While installed a state-of-the-art radar-seeking and advanced missile control system. It can be provided precise targets, detections, and engagement in operating under all weather conditions, as well as during both the day and night. The missile weighs 760 kg, is a 4.3 meters long, and possesses a 150 kg high explosive mission warhead that uses active radar homing for target acquisitions through INS-based navigation. The missile, which can be launched with a fire for mode on or fire and update version, does not fly in a straight line towards its targets, makes it difficult for a radar or optic system of an interceptor, to detach it. To detach and hit it. Also features skimming capabilities, make it difficult for radars to detach the interception. The Navy statement: the IAI CEO Boss Lee said that the capability of the integration of these capabilities of the SAAR-6 constitutes a significant leap forward in the field of Navy warfare for protection of the strategic assets of the State of Israel. Slovakia. It says the Navy continues to develop and change in the face of various increasing operation challenges and regional changes, said Rear Amar Guy Goldfarb, Chief of Staff with the Israeli Navy, adding that missile systems will strengthen in operational and defense capabilities of the Navy. The Navy believes preserving freedom and navigation and the preservation of the maritime arena, as well as the economic waters and strategic assets of the State of Israel. Goldfarb continues, adding that the Navy provides country with strategic depth. The Navy believes in preserving freedom, navigation, and preservation of the maritime areas, as well as the economic waters and the strategic access of the State of Israel. The Israel Aerospace Industry's short-range cruise missile is co-developed with Singapore's ST Engineering Defense Company and marketed by joint venture and company Porous Advanced Systems. Estonia has already purchased the missiles and is expected to host the coastal defense against hostile ships. On Saturday evening, Hezbollah Senior General Hassan Nasrallah warned that any gas extractions from the car gas field by Israel will be a red line for the group, who would need to respond. We are following up on negotiations, and all eyes are on Tarsus, and our missiles are locked on Tarsus, he warned. As long as extraction has not started, there is a chance for solutions. We have been calm over the past few weeks because we are giving a real chance to negotiations. Our object is to enable Lebanon to extract oil and gas. We are not seeking a problem. He was quoted by Lebanon's Rennet News saying that in a televised address. Slovakia. Damn, Slovakia, damn internet connection. He was quoted by Lebanon's I hate when it does that. It says to extract oil and really, come on now. As seen as a televised aggressive marking of Arbaeen, an annual Shiite religious holiday that marks the 40 days after the death of Imam Hassan in the Battle of Karbala. There have been cautious optimistic that Jerusalem and Beirut are close to signing an agreement on the maritime border dispute after a back and forth diplomacy by the United States. According to the reports, the deal will see the cartridge field remain in Israel while the cannon field will be owned by Lebanon, despite continuing threats by Nasrallah. The Greek and French-owned company that drills the cartridge said that gas extraction is expected to start within weeks. So, that's nations against nations, as I bring that scripture out. Nations warning each other. As you've been seeing, the tensions between Lebanon, because Lebanon is like stationed in, Hezbollah is formerly known, is stationed in Lebanon, and the tensions between, have been going back and forth between Lebanon of Hezbollah versus Israel, so these tensions have been ongoing back and forth, This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, as the normal scripture that I always usually bring out, when it comes to these nations, got the tensions between one another, and they have certain different categories of some certain disputes. Of it can be over oil, or the border crossing. You name it, So these two nations been going at it for quite some time over that situation, This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right as that news article that I just brought out, that's a rumor of war. As you see, I believe Israel, they was testing their surface cruise missile ships. They was launching rocket missiles for their safety and protection of Israel. Because that's why they firing missiles and doing these military drills, just in case they be, because they take the threats seriously from Hezbollah and Iran as well too, because they look at them as they two main enemies on top of the list, So yeah, this is definitely gonna increase tensions between the nations. Oh, what up, buddy? So PlayStation. That's chill. Huh?
Oh, this is a PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh, he bringing it here.
Mm-hmm.
You playing it here?
Cause till he get everything, he got the PlayStation Plus membership. He downloaded. Yeah, just get some games for him. Yeah. Some shit like, huh?
Youngster. Yeah, old in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your dad.
I ain't going to that. That's my check.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, what's good?
Shit, man, it's,
Mm.
you know, decent outside, shit.
Yeah, like 80-something degrees up there.
Everybody really out there, you know.
What's surprising?
Some bars too.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to watch it.
Oh, okay. Slovakia. I was talking to my nephew. But yeah, hey, we're gonna have these increases of nations rising up against nations and kingdom against kingdoms. You know, when you see these things gonna increase, you know, these nations can have these certain different type of issues. It might not be necessary to be like direct war towards one another. If it is, it's probably like for protection. And you might have it in other categories. It could be for a political sense. It could be from an economic standpoint. It could be over rights to a specific issue in regards to the countries of these nations where they're at. Uh, they have issues with one another over gas, anything that's something like that to an extent, which it was mentioned that in the news article of oil productions and stuff like that, as Hezbollah was up in arms about it, and they was sending threats to Israel about that, about the importing, exporting of oil, I believe, oil and gas or something like that. So, they've been having this tensions quite some while. So, that goes into the nations against nations and kingdom against kingdoms. So it's definitely going to increase, more and more and more. You're going to see more prime examples of certain situations in those categories, as mentioned in the news article. So yeah, with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Ukarkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of every millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.